ever dreamt of building a business empire? You just know that you're going to make it, and you get to imagine all the good work you're going to be able to pull off. Hiring people, making an impact, retiring at the top, it is all within your grasp. But then reality hits. A mountain of receipts, bank statements that make your head spin, and the overwhelming feeling of being drowned in debt. Look, many entrepreneurs who have ADHD learn it can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, fueling your creativity and drive, but also making it a struggle to stay organized with your finances, thanks to impulsive spending habits and trouble keeping on top of detailed budgets. But here's the good news. Understanding your ADHD and building strong financial habits can be a secret weapon that propels your entrepreneurial dreams into the stratosphere. So let's talk about how to master your finances and unleash your full potential. Hi, I'm meganbrame. I'm a 5-time award-winning Advanced Digital Marketing Strategist and entrepreneur. I help multi-passion creatives and entrepreneurs with ADHD develop business strategies that create consistent revenue streams across one or all, let's be honest, of their business ventures. And I am here to help you learn how to harness your ADHD for good. Let's face it, our neurodivergent brains are wired for innovation, not always for spreadsheets and budgeting. But this doesn't mean you're doomed to fail running your own gig. It just requires a few steps, which is what we're going to cover right now. First step, understanding how ADHD impacts our financial decisions. Think about those classic ADHD traits, impulsivity, time blindness, hyperfocus. They can wreak havoc on your finances. Imagine seeing that shiny new marketing tool and bam, suddenly your budget goes out the window. Or maybe you're laser focused on developing your revolutionary product that you've completely neglected all of your bookkeeping, leaving a tangled mess of receipts in its wake come tax time. Me personally, I'm an impulsive spender who loves to justify it as solving a future problem. I've been known to jump into lifetime deals that I thought would be absolutely excellent for when I'm running a completely different business, apparently. Agency level white label branding, well, my one-to-one consulting business definitely needs that. It becomes I could use that one day when my business gets bigger, and then I either never use it, or my business pivots, or I completely forgot I bought it in the first place. But look, it's not just about daily decisions. ADHD entrepreneurs often grapple with a specific money mindset, meaning that you might have unconscious beliefs about money that are influencing your financial behavior. Maybe you believe that running a business just means accepting ebbs and flows in revenue, leading you to hesitate on responsible investments like retirement. Or perhaps you have the overnight success mentality, making realistic financial projections just fall by the wayside. Once you're able to identify these entrepreneurial money blocks, you can break free from their grasp. Here are some tips on how to do that. 1, reflect on your financial history. Look for patterns in your spending habits. Do you tend to overspend when you're stressed? Digging into your past can reveal some limiting financial beliefs you might not realize you have. Number 2, challenge your thoughts. Catch yourself making negative money statements and replace them with empowering ones. Instead of, I'm bad with money, try, I am learning to manage my finances more effectively. But look, these only work when you add them to the dreaded S word, systems. But don't click away, because I'm not going to tell you to just make a list and hope for the best. Instead, let's talk about adding a P to that S and creating practical systems. Look, let's face it, our brains are wired differently. While others might find comfort in routine, your creativity fuels a constant stream of innovative ideas. Your laser focus allows you to delve deep into complex problems, and your relentless drive can be a powerful asset when navigating financial hurdles. The key is to harness these strengths and build financial systems that can work for you within those confines. Here are 2 ways to do it. Chad recommends making a master list of your expenses, like a master budget, tallying all of these together and dividing by 12 to give you how much your fixed expenses are every month. From there, use automatic bill pay or create a dedicated checking account and get the money you need transferred over every month, either automatically or as part of every deposit you make. That sounds simple, but congratulations, you've set up a system for ensuring your bills get paid. As a pro tip, see if your bank offers checking accounts that pay interest too. I use Ally for my personal checking and a local credit union for my business. And this isn't sponsored or anything, but both have $0 minimum balance requirements and still pay interest every month. It's a little boost every month, but it's still free money. Another option, Adhd magazine recommends focusing more on building systems that keep it simple and keep you consistent, like using cash only so that you're never tempted to get into debt, setting up automatic payments, and automatically diverting some money from every deposit into tax and retirement accounts. Personally, I think Chad's system is better for entrepreneurs, as dealing with cash in an online world is, let's call it, frustrating, but I get what they're trying to go for here. Removing the ability to allow your impulses to get the best of your finances. And if that speaks to you, there are ways you can do it, like creating a dedicated spending account, using something like Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, when possible. It's doable. But let's talk about other systems that can streamline your business finances. Everyone always focuses on money going out, but let's talk about money coming in. If you've got RSD, then chasing down late payments gets beyond stressful, to the point that you might even just completely not do it at all. Instead, think about using automated invoicing and e-commerce checkout systems that collect payment for you and ensure you'll never have to chase an account down for past due bills. I use Square and Stripe, and my contracts state that a credit card must be on file at all times while I'm working with the client. If payment is not received within 7 days of invoicing, I then auto bill the card. Granted, there's exceptions to those rules, but for the most part, that's how I operate. Use apps that auto pull and save taxes. Taxes are such a pain. I know, especially when every penny counts for keeping you and your business afloat. But you do not want to get into the situation where the IRS is like, excuse me, we want our money now. Try using apps or services that will auto pull, or even better, auto pay your taxes for you. Etsy, eBay, other marketplace apps will handle your sales tax payments, which makes that so much easier. Ideally, it'd be great if there were apps out there that could also auto deduct 35% of every transaction to set aside for self-employment taxes, but I've never stumbled across one. If you do know one, let me know in the comments below. What I do is I just move 35% of every deposit into another interest accruing account, and then quarterly we'll pay my taxes from that. But if we're going to talk about systems, we've got to talk about the most important part of the system, streamlining it. Whatever system you decide to implement, the key is simplicity and taking the legwork off of your task list. I don't think there are many people out there who love to pay bills, and for people like us who will avoid the unpleasant to the point that we get into trouble, the more that's out of your hands, it's probably for the better. There's 3 facets, I think, that you should stick to ensure your system for money managing starts off and stays successful. Number 1, streamline batching. Batching can be your best friend. Instead of scattered attempts throughout the week, you channel your intense concentration into one focused session, maximizing efficiency and minimizing distractions. Dedicate specific times for bookkeeping, expense tracking, or even tax filing. Think of it as a hyperfocus sprint for your finances. Number 2, progress over perfectionism. Let's be honest here, aiming for financial management nirvana can be paralyzing. It's just not going to happen. Here's the secret. Done is better than perfect when it comes to money management. Don't get caught up in creating the most elaborate system if it leads to procrastination. Start with a simple financial tracking app or a basic spreadsheet. I still use a Google Sheet to track my personal expenses, and while it's not elegant, it works. The key is to build a habit of managing your money, and you can refine the system as you go. That's the best part of this. But it's going to be so much more difficult to do that if you start out with a really complex system. Next, find your financial wingman. We all need support. Consider finding an accountability partner, a business mentor, or even a financial advisor who has an understanding of ADHD. Having someone to bounce ideas off of, celebrate your wins, and hold you accountable for your financial goals can be a huge game changer. Remember, you do not have to go through this journey alone. By understanding your brain, building supportive systems, and implementing these practical strategies, you can transform your finances from an untamable monster into a powerful tool that fuels your entrepreneurial dreams. But this is all, well and good as an idea. None of this works unless you implement it. So click on this video and let's talk about how to transfer your ambition into your output. I'll see you over there.